Last week, I introduced a new vibe to the Vibes Project. So it's the third vibe I'm covering of four. The first two are the natural and the analyst. This is called the feeler. And you probably know somebody who's a feeler or has the vibe of a feeler. It's often people who are very people oriented, who are very empathetic. They feel things and think about things very deeply. They're often creative. They notice things other people don't notice. They're often engaged in culture and movements, and can be overcome with joy with the right music or the right art. Those are some of the things that have been outlined for what's called an HSP, or a highly sensitive person. This was something that was outlined by Dr. Elaine Aron in the 90s, and since then she's developed a whole lot of real science about HSPs and outlined that there's something called sensory processing sensitivity, and it's called SPS, and that's sort of the trait that people have, is this SPF trait that links to greater sensitivity in terms of how a person's nervous system and brain sort of perceive and react to the world. Some people just have a higher level of sensitivity, and that means they feel things deeper. And this is a vibe that's common. We all have it as part of us, but for some people it's the dominant vibe. And I think it's probably people people who are sensitive, who think deeply and are connected to people, highly empathetic. And I think this fits nicely in with the other vibes. The rest of the series is going to cover some interesting things I've learned about sensory processing, about mirror neurons, and more. So stay tuned. I think this will be an interesting series.